MotorWeek is made possible by Lucas Oil and TireRack.com.
Genesis' first foray into the world of battery electric vehicles was a modified version of their G80 sedan. And while it was a fantastic effort, getting the full benefits of an EV requires a dedicated EV chassis. So you can probably see where this is going. This GV60 is their first to ride on Hyundai's electric global modular platform. Yet another new beginning for Genesis. The 2023 Genesis GV60 may be the brand's first dedicated BEV, but it's not entirely new to us, as it's based on the Hyundai Ioniq 5, which we tested a few months back and were quite impressed with. And like the Ioniq 5, the GV60 is a capable handler, has good overall balance, a smooth ride, and swift acceleration. All things that help you enjoy driving no matter what the power source. The interior is uncluttered and modernly simple, due mostly to the opened floor plan, but still highly luxurious, though the tall floating center console keeps it from feeling as roomy as it could. Materials are a mix of sustainably sourced plant-based leather and fabrics made from recycled plastic. A 12-inch high-def touchscreen for infotainment is standard, as is a 17-speaker B&O sound system and a fixed glass panoramic roof. Just an LCD panel for gauges, which is typical these days, as are the touch-sensitive controls. But there are some unique features and controls to be found, like a boost button on the front of the steering wheel and brake regen paddles behind. We're generally not fans of rotary-style shifters, but when it's disguised as a crystal ball, well, it's hard not to be entranced or look for answers. Will this car get to 60 in less than 4 seconds? Well, all signs point to yes, as this all-wheel drive GV60 Performance features a 160 kilowatt electric motor for each axle, outputting a total of 429 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque. The standard Advanced Edition has a smaller 74 kilowatt motor up front for a 314 horsepower output, but gets the most range at 248 miles. Our performance tester is rated for just 235 miles, but there was an indicated 257 available at 100%. We drove conservatively, doing our best to drain the battery, and were indeed on pace to get 259 miles before needing to plug in. No surprise, the GV60 Performance also has a good efficiency rating of 36.8 kilowatt hours per 100 miles. Now, few would call the Ioniq 5 gorgeous, but Genesis has certainly taken it in a new direction, with a smooth and purposeful design that showcases the athletic elegance side of the brand. Genesis hallmarks such as the barely there parallel lines for headlights and crest grille remain. But the jagged line chrome trim, rear spoiler, and color highlights clearly take it in a sportier direction. Less obvious is the new wing logo, made thinner to enhance aerodynamics, along with the pop-out door handles. And if you happen to forget your key fob, you can access the car and get moving simply with facial recognition. Since the crystal ball didn't provide any answers, it was off to the track to get some hard numbers. And there was a tremendous amount of power delivered at launch, with a unique spaceship-like soundtrack along for the ride, as we sprinted to 60, taking that full 4 seconds. Hitting that boost button on the steering wheel gives you max torque and the sensation that you've just engaged warp speed. Power delivery stayed pretty intense until we hit 80 miles per hour, at which time it leveled off for a more serene finish to the quarter mile. Our best time was 12.4 seconds at 112 miles per hour. The GV60 Performance clearly lives up to its name there, but a little less so when it comes to handling. We could really feel this utility's weight through the cones, and it doesn't seem to carry that weight as low as most EVs. For now, all GV60s are all-wheel drive, with the base Advanced starting at $59,985. the performance at $68,985. So while the Genesis brand hasn't been around all that long, big changes are already taking place. Jumping into the EV world with their G80 sedan was a fantastic start, and following it up with this 2023 GV60 utility seems to be the right vehicle at the right time. And even in the automotive world, timing is indeed everything.